So tonight, the internet seems confused about a viral parody video created in support of Kamala Harris. It's called Man Enough. Here's a piece of it.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast. I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Man, that video, it goes on to reveal it's not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. But the video, it went viral anyway, with right-leaning accounts mocking it as if it were an official Harris campaign ad. More than 4 million views on X alone with comments like this. The cringiest political ad ever. Can't tell if it's satire or not. I don't think it is. Who wrote this script? Had they met literally a single male human? I have to assume that this ad was written by someone on the Harris Walls team who has never met a man before. Well, joining me now is the man who created this video, director and writer Jacob Reed. Jacob, first things first, clear it up for the audience. Did the Harris campaign have anything to do with this ad?
Not to my knowledge. So if
What
they
does that
did, it
mean?
was no.
They asked you
A
about it?
bunch
What do
of
you
friends made this. I mean, unless it was incepted in my brain at some point, we made this myself and a bunch of friends who care about the election and wanted to get involved for a couple $100. And I think what I'm learning is when you get a lot of industry professionals together, you make something that looks really professional because that's what we do all day. And I thought the message was clearly satire and you know, parody, but it's been interesting for me to watch both the left and then the right react to it.
I mean, who knew this would be a Rorschach test and everyone wondering what they're seeing here? But what was your intention in creating this parody and the substance of the message?
Yeah, great question. So, I mean, I think about masculinity a lot because I'm a dad now raising kids. And I think in this country, it's something we don't talk about a lot. And so I had this idea watching the back-to-back conventions where at the Democratic convention, there's men who are looking at the women who they work with or who they're in relationships with admiration and respect. At the Republican National Convention, you have, you know, everything's about size, crowd size, this size, that size. You're playing Macho Man. Literally, Hulk Hogan is ripping his shirt off. I mean, it was such a cartoon of masculinity that it really, the juxtaposition was hilarious to me. Wow, you guys got that picture fast. Holy moly. So I come from comedy, and comedy comes from juxtaposition. And so to me, I was just riffing with my friends thinking, wouldn't it be funny if you took these ideas of like, so macho, you got to tell everyone how macho you are all the time, masculinity, and what I feel is a more real version of what it means to be a man, where, you know, yeah, you cry at a rom-com, you braid your daughter's hair, you go pick up tampons from the store if someone needs like, who cares? And so to me, putting those together, but treating it like as if it's a real, you know, rugged man political ad would be funny. And I still think it was funny.
I mean, it was great satire. I'd say right now. I mean, anyway, I don't know how this was confused for an official campaign ad, but stranger things have happened. And you actually said that it originally had a positive reception, but then things turned south once right-wing accounts started sharing it and mocking it. What was your reaction when you saw things turn negative?
You know, it was just kind of befuddling, right? Because I made this to speak to other men and to people in general who are already supporting Harris Walls. There's a month to the election. I don't think I'm switching anyone's vote, but the name of the game, I'm not a political operative, but it seems like the goal is getting people out there, getting people engaged. And so the CTA for the call to action at the end of the video actually says, man up, get involved, vote. Vote's the third most important thing there because we assume the people watching this video are already voting for Harris Walls. I had 200 followers on TikTok when I posted this. I'm not like an influencer or, I'm rarely in front of the camera. And within about 24 hours, we got 500,000 views, tons of comments and engagement. And it was people saying, hey, this is my son. This is my husband. These are the men in my life. It was people duetting it. It was honestly, I was ready for the negative comments. And we didn't get a single negative comment until we got to about 600,000 views. And then it was over. And then I thought, like, that's the end of this. And then apparently today, some people got really triggered by our view of masculinity.
Do you have any regrets? And also, as America would like to know, what's your next video going to be about?
Well, you know, I'm a dad with 2 art degrees, so if anyone has money, I've got features, I've got scripts, I've got, you know, if I could do this with $400 and some friends, let me direct my first feature. But yeah, no, I don't have any regrets. I mean, people have asked me, am I worried about the campaign? I mean, I think we've seen what Kamala Harris has done as a prosecutor, as a VP, mounting a campaign in a month, putting on a convention, taking Donald Trump at the debate. Like, I'm not too worried about her. She seems pretty capable.
Jacob Reed, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, there's the next question. How far is